what can I do when I make these videos? I guess I can have a little story time. So my story time for now is, I was having a conversation with a customer earlier, and we were talking about drug use. And within that conversation, we got on the topic, you know, about our lifestyles in the past and stuff like that. And me coming from being a person that used to sell drugs. I used to sell drugs for a very long time. But I quit because that wasn't what I wanted my sons to think. That I didn't want my sons to follow those footsteps. Because your children, they're like sponges. They absorb whatever they see. Whatever they see going on around them, they tend to mimic that. So regardless of me teaching my sons about being business owners and all of that, working for themselves, they still were watching me sell drugs. And after hearing my sons brag about, oh, my mama harder than a lot of these guys, or my mama harder than a lot of these niggas, as they would say, or stuff like that, you know, I didn't want my sons thinking that was okay, or that was the way to go. I didn't want them going down that path. So I changed my life, and it was hard. It took a while, but I did it. Because regardless of me, back then I used to say people have free will, which everybody does have free will, and people gonna make their own decisions. But with that free will and people making their own decisions, I don't want to be the person assisting them with harming themselves. Because a lot of my clients that I had over time, I watched them, if they didn't pass away, they developed some kind of horrible illness. I have customers that have a trachea, people that can't talk no more, people are in a nursing home now if they didn't pass away. And I don't want to be the one assisting them in destroying their lives or their health, compromising their health. I would rather be the person to assist you in healing. I would rather be the person to assist you in bettering yourself. You know, I don't want to be the one. I want to supply you with the stuff to heal you. That's where I am at in life. So I still sell some. I sell herbs, but these herbs are for healing. I'm the one that you can come to for healing. I'm not the one that's going to help you destroy your life, regardless of free will. You know that stuff is destroying your community. You know that stuff is destroying, helping people destroy their family, you know, themselves. And I can't be that person. And then on top of that, that wasn't a lesson I want to teach my sons. You know, it's a better way of things. So I had to show them a better way. You gotta practice what you preach. You can tell somebody, you can tell your children all day long, don't do this, don't do that, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, you should do this or that, whatever. But if you're not setting that example, they're not gonna follow what you're talking about. What they see you do is what they will actually be doing. So you lead by example. Like I'm leading by example right now. Baby, I'm out here in this car eating me some onions and tomatoes. Little grapes and blueberries on the side. I could be out here eating a burger. I don't eat burgers. Not the peace sign, but the unity. Y'all have a wonderful day.